to deliver aid to the migrants. We can talk now to Monika Matus, who is one of the activists. Welcome to the programme. Thanks for talking to us. So your team is on the ground now. What's the situation like from what you're hearing?
So for us, not that much has changed since this last 2 weeks because, we still have hundreds of people who are on the Polish side, of the border and who are trying to get through somehow. So people are still trapped and people are still asking for our help. Once they manage actually to cross this border, so the actual, fence, they still have to usually hide from the border guards or police or the army. And they still, spend many, many days, for example, in a very, very harsh conditions in one of the primeval forests of Europe. So this is where we come in place because at the moment there is no official humanitarian aid organization there. Not around and not in the special zone, in an emergency state zone, which was established 3 kilometers sort of alongside the border.
And what about shelter? Are people managing to find somewhere and to find aid to help them?
You have to understand that these people are absolutely scared. They usually have been pushed back to the Belarus by the Polish border patrol already a couple of times. So they don't want to once again get into, trapped and caught by Polish security guards. They don't want it, so they hide. So it's very hard to find a place where they can just rest and, we could take care of them medically, etc. We just usually do it on the spot when we meet them.
So what are the biggest challenges organisations like yours are dealing with?
All of the situation is a huge challenge for all of us. We are not humanitarian aid professionals. Some of us are, but suddenly from one day to another, we were the only people together alongside with locals providing humanitarian aid on the spot. We are also being harassed by the Polish border guards and the police quite often. We try to remind everybody that helping like this is actually legal. And, even though we are grateful for points where you can get clothes, etc., the migrants are not coming there. Somebody has to actually take this stuff and bring it to them, as well as medical assistance. That's the same situation. The family, which we met a couple of days ago, they have been pushed 15 times from Poland to Belarus. That's like weeks of living in a nightmare. They don't want to be seen anymore by the Polish border guards. They just want to get through.
So talk us through, if you will, just how bad conditions are. We're hearing reports of people freezing to death. What really is it like for these people trapped in that area?
It's horrendous. It's horrifying. I don't really have words for this. You have to imagine that this is a very difficult area. It's a primeval forest. There's a lot of... a huge part of the border, that's a primeval forest. There's lots of very old, huge fallen trees and swamps, little rivers, little lakes. To get to them, sometimes we actually take hours of walking through this kind of terrain. So this is the conditions they are in for weeks and for weeks and for weeks. And usually the moment when they are already so tired and absolutely exhausted mentally, physically, when they are in some sort of medical emergency, that's the moment when they are usually asking for our help. So we meet them in a very difficult situations when they consider if they should go further or, if they should risk once again being caught by Polish border patrol and effectively being pushed back to Belarus. Because I don't know what's the percent, but still the great majority of people who ask for asylum in Poland, who ask for international protection, are being pushed back by Polish forces.
Monika Matus from Grupa Granica, thanks very much indeed for talking to us today.
Thank you.
Another 2 British energy companies have gone out of business. That brings to